G'day legends, welcome back to another episode. If you're new around here, I am Doug and this is Jamie. And you're probably wondering, what the hell are we doing on the side of the road in the rain, huh?
Yeah, while someone's getting pulled over right next to us.
Oh my god, it is going down over here, guys. Well, if you're not new around here, you know that we have officially started our van rebuild episodes. And to keep our costs down, we're trying to use as much recycled material as possible, right?
Yes, we are.
And one of the best places to find recycled material is in factory blocks, because they throw out heaps of
recycled wood. So we're on the side of the road, and it's not the most luxurious place to find recycled material, but we're doing the best we can, even if we feel like dodgy creeps on the side of the road.
Now, I have built with pallets before, so I have a little bit of experience at it. But what we're going to do today is show you guys some of the material that we're going to be using in the van rebuild. We're going to grab one of these pallets, take it back to my workshop, and I'm going to show you how I strip it down and recycle it into usable building material.
Let's go! Usually there's a sign that says free wood. There's no sign today, so we don't know if they're saving it for something else, but so the police are right there, guys. They're pulling someone over. Alright.
We had to make a quick stop at Officeworks because somebody left their phone in a puddle last night next to a spa.
I don't know who could have done that.
You're not feeling very guilty that you broke your phone, are you? You're singing your way into Officeworks. Unbelievable. Now, some things you just can't get recycled, which brings us here to Bunnings. I want to make our new bed frame completely out of metal. I do have some experience with metal framing because it's what I do for work when I'm putting up a wall. But I don't know the thickness and what I actually want to use for that metal. So we're going to go in here and have a bit of a look around and check out some prices and which exact metal I want to use.
Doug has all this knowledge about materials and tools because of his work. I don't, so I'm not going to be much help. So I feel a little bad about it, but I'll be here for moral support.
We might be coming back to use some MDF board for some of the paneling on the outside of the kitchen. This is exactly what I wanted to use on the outside of the kitchen, where it sits on the front and has a hinge on it and then opens up the kitchen space. Just for example, the reason I like to use recycled pallets is because one piece of timber is $8 a length.
So we're saving a bit of money here.
Yeah, we'll save a fair bit of money by pulling pallets apart. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I know I want to build the frame out of metal, but all this stuff is just sort of trimming metal at the moment. I want to feel the thickness, I want to get an idea of the durability of it. The stuff that I use for wall studs is going to be too thick to use in the van, so I need something smaller and compact but still strong. So this is too thin, this is like a capping metal. Not good enough. This stuff's interesting. It's strong, but it's not square, hard to build out of. This stuff is really good, but it's shelving metal, really strong, but it's more for building shelves out of. Here we go. This stuff, there's smaller pieces here. This stuff, square, dead straight, strong as anything. This is going to be perfect to build a bed frame out of. And look at the price of it. This whole length here, 3 meters of this, is $23 a length. We're looking at $7 each for a piece of timber. You get a length of this, and you can cut it to the sizes that you need to create angles to screw through. So you can have a piece there screwed, another piece there screwed, So one length of that can be all your joinery. That's $14 for one length. You can use it for all of your joinery. Okay, the next thing that I want to check out is the pricing for the foot pump that we're going to use in our water system. So we're going to have a bit of a wander around, see if I can find that. So the pump was a fail. I think we have to go to BCF for that. So now we're just looking at faucets?
And sinks.
Yeah. $7 a strut. Oh, can you beat it?
So you might have noticed that the van is pretty full. And you might be wondering, why did we bother to get all these materials if we haven't even gutted the van yet? Well, that's easy. If you've been here from the start, you know that this is Doug's work van as well. So we don't have the luxury of, working on an empty van for weeks on end.
Yeah, come Monday, I have to take this van back to work and I need somewhere to stack my tools. So the plan is to build the framework for the kitchen and the shelves in the garage and then gut the van. This is a very big day because once we gut the van, I want to take these old shelves out and put the new shelves in. Essentially, gutting the van is G-Day. It's a big old day, that G-Day.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it, G-Day, because it needs to be started and finished in the same day, so we don't have much room for mistakes or things going wrong. So we're trying to get as much done with the framework and getting everything ready to go so we can literally take all this out, put all that in, and he can get to work the next day.
Yeah, just so I have somewhere to stack my tools, and then I can keep working on the bed, I can keep working on these removable back shelves that we're going to put in. But as long as I have the new kitchen put in that I can stack tools on, and the shelves in the back corner put in, I should be able to keep on going with my work.
So that's the plan. And if you ask me, I'm a little nervous about G-Day because it literally just has to go perfectly. Like, we can't mess it up. We have to get everything sorted so that he can get his van in working order to the job site on Monday.
We use these shelves for our kitchen setup. I use these shelves all the time for my work. They're a really good set of shelves. The problem is, because they weren't designed for camping, they're just too big for us.
They're really bulky.
Yeah, they're just really bulky. So it makes me very nervous to rip them out because they work great. But once I get over those nerves, we're going to have a whole new set of things in there that's going to be custom built just for us.
Yeah. And I'm excited about that, but I'm nervous about the process.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So G-Day is something that we're excited about and looking forward to, but it needs to happen and it needs to go smoothly, or else I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Hence the reason why we're collecting all the materials now and we're building everything in the garage. So what I'm going to do is show you how I can take that pallet and turn it into usable timber for framework. And I'll also show you a little sneak peek on what I've been working on for next week's episode.
Let's go.
So first up in our preparation for G-Day is how do you turn this pallet into good working wood? Like this or this. These came off pallets. And once the process is done, you can see that I end up having a huge stack of them. The first thing that you have to do is get these timbers, these light timbers, off these thick cross beams without snapping them. This one's already been snapped just from the moving process. Now, you could end up prying off each board individually with a crowbar, which I have tried to do, but there is a very good chance that because of the weathering of the timber, you're going to end up just splitting and cracking your pallets. I found the best thing to do is to draw a line right across the top of the pallet, the same thickness as this cross brace here, and just saw through the entire thing, which is what I'm going to show you guys. Do that on both sides, and then all you have to do is just jimmy off the center ones, and that way you've got much less chance of ruining and splitting your actual slat, and you'll have a whole working piece. These ones are pretty good, as you can see, they're in good condition. You still will need to hit them with a belt sander to make sure that you have everything nice and smooth and workable. Once that is done, then you can cut them down to the individual width and length that you need. That is when they become really good working timber. So, first things first, let's run a saw through this pallet. Okay, so we're just going to mark a pencil line across the end beams. That's going to give us somewhere to cut. You want to make sure that you're not cutting into the end beam, so it wants to be just past it. Beautiful. Same thing on the other side. And now, we saw. You're going to need this. Now the next stage is to jimmy up through the center. Don't need your headphones for this one, babe.
But I look so fashionable. They're really comfy.
They are comfy. $7. $7. So by doing that method on both sides of your pallet, I can generally denail a pallet within about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the quality of the timber. Out of that pallet, I would say we would have kept 8 out of the 10 of the good slats. 2 of them did break in transit, which is a very good deal considering we paid literally nothing for it. The next step is denailing the timbers.
Be careful not to hit your face with the nails.
Don't hit your face with the nails. A hammer. You should use a nail punch. I don't have one, so an old screwdriver. A nail punch is like, looks like a rifle shell. And it's pointed on one end and thick on the other end, and you just hold it over the head of the nail and slam it in. And it punches the nail through the timber. And a set of grips for when a nail is being a little bit stubborn. That's it, denailing done. Because we cut off the 2 end pieces, you don't have to worry about nails on each side. Now, the next stage is to hit this with the belt sander. That way it's properly sanded. Even though this piece is actually pretty good, if it was just, you know, me working alone in the garage, I wouldn't bother sanding this piece down because it's fine. I would give it a sand once it's cut to framing size and put on how I want to use it. Finally, once you've cut everything to your framing size, the last part is sealing the timber. This is recycled timber. It's been out in nature. It's had moisture put in it. So you really don't know the quality of the wood. My plan is to paint everything once it's finished with an oil-based anti-mold paint. I'm very used to that because that's what I do in my repair work professionally. But if you guys have any other suggestions for sealing recycled timber, I would love to hear about it in the comments so that way I could start YouTubing some rabbit holes. That'd be really helpful for me. Once you've got a good pile of timber going, like I do in the back, and you've got your pieces cut down to the sizes that you want, we are going to start building the first project, which is these shelves. These are the shelves that are going to go right here behind the driver's seat in the van. They're going to be me and Jamie's storage, plus some general storage, plus our portable toilet is going to slide nice and neatly into them. So these are roughly the pieces that I'm going to be working with. As you can see, I'm building it to my design. And like we've said in previous videos, we've already started working on it. So I've actually started putting the framework together for the bottom piece of the shelf. As you can see, it all comes together really well once you've got it all at a workable size. And it fits our toilet beautifully. So now next week, we're going to be continuing on with the rest of the build.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited seeing this start to come together, even though it's just wood and a toilet. But it's really exciting for me.
It's a couple of straps of timber and a throwaway dunny.
I'm excited about it, okay? Judge me all you want.
Jamie is a very visual person, so I already have all this in my mind. But drawing the plan out like this, and then seeing it starting to come together actually makes me feel really excited. It's like a SMART goal is being ticked off, like small achievable steps.
It's like satisfaction.
It is like satisfaction, Jamie. It's exactly like satisfaction.
It's like satisfaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like seeing it and coming to life.
Yeah.
Because we sat down and we did this scaled to size. And now I see my little toilet have a little box.
Like, we measured the space in the van and we were like, this is as high and as wide as it can be. We drew this ridiculous plan and now we're building it. And we saw the MDF boards that are going to go on the outside of Bunnings today. Once the frame's done, we can put the boards on. It's
coming together.
Say it's coming together, but like, it's 4 pieces of timber so far. The van is
have all that wood to get through.
So much work to do. We've done like step 1 and we're like, victory!
Yeah, so yeah, this might be a little premature celebration, but
we're excited.
We're so excited. Look at my little toilet box. Hi, little toilet box. I can't wait to take a poo-poo in you. If you are new around here, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you stick around for the rest of this project and the many trips that we have ahead in this new setup.
And if you are one of our OGs, one of our day oneers, one of the original subscribers, we appreciate the support so much. Thank you guys. We love it.
Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in next week. We're going to be finishing these shelves. I'm claiming it here. I'm putting it out there into the ether. We are gonna finish the shelves next week. We got a timeline, okay? G-Day is approaching. So tune in next week where we finish these shelves. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. We'll see you next week with a fresh new episode.
Bye!
And I got a new phone. I got a new phone. I got a new phone. I only had to go to 3 stores to get my new phone.
That's why the sun is going down.
We ran out of time. Took 3 stores. They were all out of sale. I already got the case for the phone, so I had to get the phone. So I didn't have any breathing room for what phone I picked. But we got it, baby. And we Oh no, he's kicking me out. He's kicking me out.